Hey, so you guys know how I made a video like 5 days ago on Stellar Blade? Talking about this dude on Twitter, Kareem, who was going off on the game. He was like complaining that the game is over-sexualized, saying it's all over-sexualized, and it's super weird to him because he keeps seeing the main
drama
character
with the
as
baldy.
a child. And this resulted...
This guy is a weirdo. I've seen it. We talked about his replies in the last video. This guy, there's something, I don't know what's up with this guy. I feel like when we're talking about the fictional character and real life character, I think that you could categorize this guy within that property. Because man, I don't know. I feel like some people in the West have never, oh my God, wait, there are people looking different in the East. There are people looking different everywhere else in the world. I can't believe that. Oh my God.
And this resulted
what is wrong with this world?
Pretty much getting mocked by like everybody.
I don't know if he's baiting or he's serious. I think he went around New York and asked people what they think about this character. So I think he is serious, or maybe he's just like hardcore, but like grinding it out. Who knows?
That is, of course, a TLDR.
Isn't this a reaction for me? I don't know.
A moment ago is almost 9 minutes long, so I'm not going to do a whole recap here. That's just as mentioned, a TLDR. Well, we have a bit of an update on this situation, and it all starts with Asmongold. As it turns out, 3 days ago, Asmongold posted a video, Stellar Blade controversy is so silly, and he actually reacted to my video. I'm glad that he enjoyed it. However, there is a little issue. Someone didn't enjoy it so much, and that person actually is, spoiler alert, it's Kareem. Turns out that dude Kareem from Twitter actually has a YouTube channel with over 2 million subscribers.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought he was just a random bozo. So he has a 2.3 million subscribers. But I wonder, does he have 36 likes? Is this a botted account? Why does this video have 36 likes?
And 2 days ago, he did a response video to Asmongold watching my video. And he streamed this for like an hour and a half. And while I'm not going to watch Kareem's hour-and-a-half long live stream going over all of this stuff, I did skip around the beginning a little bit, and then I skipped right to the end, and like it didn't take long for me to find something that I thought was pretty funny.
Confusing. Is that weird that I think that they do? I mean, there's other people who agree, you know, and
yeah, but there are other people that are racists, and they agree with each other about being racist. Do you think they're right? No.
Obviously, they
You're talking about the visual look of some fucking girl, some woman, a 32-year-old woman in in Korea that has their visual look. I think she's from Korea. I'm not sure. That has her looks scanned into a 3D model, and then you're degrading of how she looks.
Stay quiet when they get attacked by people like this, because these people don't shut up. But I've been on the internet for a long time.
Oh, his channel was famous around 7-8 years ago. So you're telling me he's just trying to sneak in a little bit of like hate train vibe, just get a little bit extra views. I get it. I see it.
A long time, and stuff like this doesn't faze me. It doesn't bother me. I've heard and saw it all. Actually, I've been called worse, and I've been stalked and harassed and all that good stuff. So I don't really give a but what I want to know is, why did this trigger so many people and make a lot of people uncomfortable? I mean, it's satire, you know, and at the same time, it's like, I know what Asmongold is doing here is fake engagement, fake outrage.
Good morning, guys. Hi.
This community to kind of rally.
Oh, happy Lunar New Year. Oh, true. It is today, isn't it? Happy Lunar New Year, man. Hope you have an amazing day. What are you doing today? Holy.
Video. I just don't get it.
Okay, so he's pulling the "it was just a joke, bro" line. Like, we haven't heard that one a million times before, but it's pretty funny because he's trying to use that line, right? Like, oh, it was just satire. But then right after that, he turns around and accuses Asmon of like being fake for fake engagement and like fake outrage.
Bro, Asmon doesn't need to do any fake shit. He does it without even realizing it, and sometimes he doesn't even notice it. Asmon can go up live and say anything, and it will become that. People will be outraged on Twitter and go crazy about it. It doesn't really matter what he does.
You made a terrible take on Twitter, and now you're trying to say that you were being like satirical. In other words, you were being fake, and you were trying to get like fake engagement with your fake outrage towards the game. So like,
He's just
how are you going to
excusing it
accuse
all.
Asmon of what you literally like admit to doing?
That was so surprising. I want to do
Damn,
say
he's
this
shocked.
before I close it out, of course. No hate to Asmongold. Please don't send him hate, okay? The dude is a content creator. Yeah, he kind of took some digs here and there, but I also took some digs in my video too. So I think we're even now. I like the guy. He's cool. It reminds me.
This is what I hate about these things. We're avoiding the problem. We're trying to excuse and talking about, oh, don't send hate toward him, guys. Don't do this. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I went through this shit when I was a kid. We're kind of avoiding the whole point that you are kind of, you're kind of, what's this video about again? You're kind of like looking down upon how East Asians look, that some of them can look young. That, that you're kind of just avoiding that. And I think I think we got to go back to that part of the video and not talk about, let's not send any hate. Let's not do this and that.
His videos remind me of the great times of gaming back in the day. So, especially with the MMOs. So
try to celebrate in the
I'm just kind of upset
spirit.
he didn't get the point. He kind of glossed over it, but I know he was trying to do that fake outrage and kind of.
Asian kid looking young, I wouldn't know, right?
But yeah, just don't send him hate. And also for the other person who made that video, I don't know what their name is or what the video is that they were filming. That person that was reading my tweets, don't send them hate.
Looks 30. I'm telling you, these guys are discussing about how the visual look of a 3D printed model of a 32-year-old woman. I mean, I'm gonna say it again. I met a 40-year-old, like a 35-year-old was it? And I met 35-year-olds that look like they were 18. Like that's that people eat so well, and their genetics combined with eating that well, they look young forever. And I think I get it. This is we all not have the same genetics, and we're not eating the same way. So maybe it's kind of harder to understand it, but again, you shouldn't look down upon how people look, and definitely you should look down upon people if they look young. That's just weird. What just stop degrading people for the stupidest reasons. Holy.
They're completely biased and really mad at me, trying to make me look like, a creep, because he did call me a creep in that, but it is what it is. I don't care. Just don't send hate to these people. I will still continue doing what I'm doing. I enjoy it.
That's fine, Kai. That's fine, Kai. I hope you have a great time, buddy. I wish you the best, man. Hope you had an amazing time. Enjoy your new year.
I just like being myself.
I'll lose 10 years for shame.
Enjoying the culture of gaming and gaming itself, and
I love the culture of gaming.
Like a bad dude, but he's definitely confusing to me because, again, like the contradictions I pointed out earlier, and then similarly here, he accuses Asmon of being like fake outrage and playing a character when all Asmon did was like react to a video. Also, I wasn't mad at this guy. It's just his take I thought was pretty bad, and I thought he sounded creepy. And like, yeah, I called him a creep, but that's because of what he said.
Yep.
Don't blame that on me, bro. You're the one who posted all that stuff. And also, one more thing. On one hand, he says he just wants to be himself, but this entire mess that he created for himself was over him not being himself. If, again, his excuse is that he was just being like fake and satirical. And it gets even more confusing because he actually took all of this even further. Back on Twitter again, Kareem the other day posted this clip saying, New Yorkers react to Stellar Blade. And once again,
double
this take is
down.
kind of going viral in some of the gaming spaces on Twitter, getting over 1 million Twitter views. And let's just take a look at a brief portion of this clip.
She looks 14. And with the side ponytail too, girl.
Asmon is probably one of the most realist content creators out there. True.
She needs a bow.
She looks like she's 16.
Oh, hell nah. It looks nothing like her. It's like two different people.
Let's go back to that picture.
Oh, hell nah. It looks nothing.
Do you see the nose, the lips, the eyes? You can barely see the eyebrows, but you can see the eyebrows as well. I bet if they gave her that haircut, if they gave her bangs, they would probably see it more. I can easily see that this is her. It's just the haircut that is different. The eye, yeah, if they put makeup, she's without makeup here. Maybe she has little foundation, but that's it. But she doesn't have eyeshadow. Put all of this into account, you're gonna see it. I don't know.
Like her. Like two different people.
It's perfectly fine to have an animation style, especially in a game, but when you're appropriating someone else's image and then changing it, it becomes an issue.
That dude literally did the meme where it's like, I consent, I don't consent. Like, she has no issue, she being Shin Jae-yoon, the model, she has no issue with what the devs for Stellar Blade did to her. But then you got this guy getting offended on her behalf, saying that her image was appropriated, and it's a problem.
She needs a little bow, and she's on her way to middle school. I just don't get her at all. Like, that nose.
The nose is very different.
Yeah, that nose is definitely not Asian. She's Wasian. They took a white
What the fuck is Asian?
woman and supplemented some white woman DNA into this girl to make her a little more white. Cause that is not.
What are these made up words? This is racism in the finest. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is disgusting. I know that a lot of Americans don't realize it, but every time, like most of the time I hear people talk about race in America, they are all so racist. It's insane. Asian, white Asian? Shut the hell up.
But I just saw. She just looks bland to me.
How old do you think this character looks?
A lot younger. I don't know, like they took away like what was unique about her.
I think it's just men that's never touched a woman in their life, not knowing what the.
Have a
fuck it
wonderful
was
time,
like.
guys.
So
Thanks
they're
for coming
like,
by
this is
and
what women
giving
in
us
my
our
video games
wishes.
always
Oh,
look
you
like.
have. Hope you have
So
an
why
amazing
are
time
we
with family,
changing
buddy.
it? It's like, because it's not real, bro. You're living in a fantasy. Wake up. This isn't the Matrix.
She's talking about people living in a fantasy as she goes off like on a rant about how video games should be real.
Bro, imagine getting this fucking energized while chilling at the park. She looks like she's about to fucking stab me. What is like, why can't you just chill out? Bro, I don't know.
No fantasy. Wake up. This isn't the Matrix.
She's talking about people living in a fantasy as she goes off like on a rant about how video games should be real. They're video games. Like, the one living in a fantasy is you. If you think that
That's the whole point, by the way, of video games. And I hate that video games are trying to stay away from that now. Video games is meant to be a fantasy escaping you from reality. I don't want to think about real politics. I don't want to think about real shit whenever I'm playing a video game. I want to like phase out and chill out. So that's the whole point. If we're losing that point, what the hell? What are we doing?
games are real and need to like replicate real life perfectly. So Kareem, yeah, these people really haven't helped your point at all. Like, I think somehow you made this even worse. It's pretty impressive, actually. And you know what's also impressive? This is like a collaborative dub between Asmongold and myself, because with Asmon reacting to my video and then Kareem reacting to Asmon's video, we actually got this guy to go outside. Like, we actually got someone on Twitter to go outside. That's almost unheard.
You got a Twitter user to go meet other individuals in real life. Holy shit, that's a big step. That's really hard. Now get this raspberry guy with 18 crossed on them out and see real people. That's your next challenge. Good luck.
Credits to Kareem for going outside and making that video. If you want to watch the full thing, it is on his YouTube channel. Now let's check out some of the responses here. We got Raspberry saying, cherry picked. Kareem responds saying, watch the full video. It's up now. V saying, Kareem, honestly, just give it a rest, dude. You were never going to play the game anyway. Maybe focus on something positive.
Is it only VTubers that got to give him shit?
Walker says,
okay.
Here is a little context on why he's so adamant about making Stellar Blade look bad. Spoiler alert, he's an Xbox fanboy.
Oh, I see it.
Greencraft. You sure seem to show a lot of the same people. What happened to the ones that liked it? Yori, this is fantasy, not reality. Wake up. I mean, that's the point. Zoro says, when you find out what normal people, men and women, consider attractive, and it's not you. Bumsy says,
I don't listen. Just because somebody has an opinion about something or are acting a little bit weird, don't stoop down to their level and say anything weird about their appearance. I hate that, dude. I see that all the time. People gotta stop being like deflective in these kind of manners. It's so disgusting.
when you find out what normal people, men and women, consider attractive, and it's not you. Bumsy says, you really went outside to console war, not to touch grass, not to go see a movie, not to go out and buy another video game for your hobby. You went outside to console war and posting a meme from
You're gonna outbreed the ugly.
That
What
is
the
some culture
fuck?
stuff. I'm trying to look for some positive comments here to give some like variance, but there seems to not really be any. Same stuff in the quotes. Everyone is pretty much mocking that video. It's pretty hilarious how this dude says his take was like satirical, but then he went outside to try and get people to agree with his take to like back him up. And that's just getting him mocked even more. Like, this is really not the hill to die on, man. Gotta say, I never expected
Also,
this sort of
if you
update
wanted to farm content, you could have farmed it way better, man. You should have delayed these videos by like 5 videos or something like that.
to happen over that situation. But it's just another day on the internet. So I hope you enjoyed this segment, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.
What a dumbass. That's all I have to say. What a dumbass. Hi, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe. I'll post videos nearly every day, so if you want to watch any more reactions, feel free to subscribe and I'll see you there.